Okay, so one of the things that's nice about a few of the summation formulas is that they have a really nice what's called closed form. When I say a closed form, what I mean is that something like the sum from k equals 1 up to a million would have a million terms in it. We'd have to, if we were to write it out longhand, we'd have to write 1 plus 2 plus 3 dot 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 all the way up to 999,999, finally ending with a million. There would be a million things to add up. But if we know that we're adding up the numbers from 1 to a million, there's actually a very simple formula which is given by this. This is how you add up the numbers from 1 to n. So let me just show you, for example, if I want to write the sum, do this in a different color. If I want to write the sum from k equals 1 to 100, so I'll just do the first 100 numbers of k. We know that this would be 1 plus 2 plus dot 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 plus 99 plus 100. In other words, that's what that means. Using this formula, what I can see here is that I'm starting with 1 and I go up to 100. So this is what I'm calling capital N in my formula. So what that means is that I can use this formula, which, note, it uses the number 100, but all it involves is one multiplication and one division problem. And that's true no matter how high I go up. If I went up to 100, I still only have a multiplication and a division. If I went up to a billion, I'd still only have one multiplication and one division to do. So this is going to be n is 100, so that's going to be 100 times 101, that's n plus 1, over 2. So that gives us 100 over 2 is 50 times 101, which is 5050. So that's the sum of the first 100 numbers. Um, there's another form. There are also formulas for the first n squares and the first n cubes. I'll just do a few examples of those. So that's going to be, let's say, k equals 1 to 4. So let's add up the first four squares. This is going to equal 4, because n equals 4, times 4 plus 1 is 5, times 2n plus 1. 2 times 4 is 8, and 1 is 9, so that's 4 times 5 times 9 over 6. This is 4 times 5 is 20 times 9 is 180 over 6, and that gives us 30. So you can check me, but 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16, I believe, does actually come out to 30. So let's just add up the first four cubes this way using the third formula. So that's going to be the sum from k equals 1 to 4 of k cubed, which is 1 plus 8 plus 27 plus 64. Let's see if we get the right answer if we do this using the formula. So using n equals 4, that's going to be 4 times 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2, and we're squaring that. So that's going to be 20 over 2 is 10, so we're squaring that, and that gives us 100. And I think you'll find that if you add 1 plus 8 plus 27 plus 64, you do in fact get 100. So these formulas do work.